Hi, good morning. Today we'll talk about how to present a good presentation. What does it take to have an effective presentation? Doing a presentation or giving a speech, it's almost speaking task that you have to perform in a very, professional and good way. There are steps involved in this, and it's really interesting to go over these steps as well. So, as others have said, giving a presentation is a process. So there are, steps to you have to take before the presentation, writing it down while doing actually the presentation, and how you can manage the slides that you would like to present. It's very systematic and interesting at the same time. However, it needs a very proactive, uh, clear and strong personality so that you can present in such manner. So before the presentation, what you have to do, once you decided about the topic, there are things that you have to do in there. Now, what I would recommend, the best one is that you have to plan. You have to plan well for any presentation. And in order to plan well, you have to do a mind map. And a mind map is just like what you are doing well whenever you are writing any uh, paragraph or essay. So you have to have a tree or a structure of exactly what you're gonna say. And then I would recommend that you have to keep it simple and interesting and unique, and they are so relevant, and you have to select whatever you want to say. The information should be different, and they should be unique in the sense that they are interesting and stimulating. And also you have to explore so you have to read well in order to explore all the relevant issues about whatever you're planning to present. Good. So for formal presentation, it's always recommended to write your presentation. Write it down. Try to script down whatever you want to say. This helps you to put exactly the most relevant information, and also help you to make it a very organized and well structured, and also give you the chance to repeat as much as possible. So while you are writing your presentation, make sure that you organize everything into it should be like introduction, conclusion, main body, part, supporting ideas. You have to think of what extra videos or sounds or pictures you'll bring to the presentation would make it more relevant and more meaningful. Okay. And make sure that, for example, that you do repeat. So the repetition here is important. Repeat whatever you want to say in the introduction, and also redo it again while you are concluding. So conclusion should be a summary of your introduction. A clear content should be provided. So also you have to make sure that you have an outline or a content of your presentation should be available while presenting to the audience. It's very important to be selective and to think of the words. What are the relevant vocabulary that best explore that phenomena you are talking about? So think of the vocabulary or the lexical items that really represent that topic. It's very important to show your store of language, and to show that to use the right words on the right context. So building several talkways or vocabulary is very important. In addition, it's very, very, very important to plan for your introduction. Now, you have to have a very effective introduction, very stimulating. Why do we need to have stimulating introduction? Is to create the interest with our audience to listen, and to make it very inspiring, very interesting. To create a reason for them to listen to us. Now, there are different ways of doing how to. You can read about how to plan a good a good introduction, and one of way of doing it is you can just make stories and or give unique, very relevant information that's very people are hearing it for the first time, which is true, and make it very authentic, make it very stimulating. Now, the role of introduction here is mainly to bring the attention of your focus the attention and to bring it to you as listener. Usually this is the most important part of the presentation in all presentations, and you have to give it special attention. Okay, now this is while you are presenting. Now, it's very important to be authentic while you are presenting. Be yourself. So don't make it very artificial. You should just be yourself, be authentic, be human. Try to be involvement. Try to see others, discuss with them, break down and make it very interesting. Okay? Then in order to be yourself and you have to have an eye contact. You should keep an eye on your audience. You should not only look at papers or look at different or just be busy with your presentation. Rather, you should keep an eye with your eye contact should be very effective. And it's mainly eye contact and as well as your body. You should use your body movement to express acceptance, agreement, respect, to show how it is involving movement of body, movement of the eye as well, helps to link your audience with you. Okay, in addition to that, you have to demonstrate confidence, and the way of demonstrating confidence is through your body movement, through your whatever you're saying, through your hand movement, through the repetition, the hesitance. All of these create some sense of being unconfident. So no, try to speak slowly, try to speak in loud voice, loud enough for the others to hear, and also try to move while presenting. Interact with the audience, ask them questions, do answer their questions, show them how you are interested in whatever they're saying. Okay, and have loud and clear voice. This is very important, and as I said earlier, it shows that you have a quite good confident level on yourself, and you are presenting in a relaxing mood. It is important as well to talk about how we can present the PowerPoint, and more focus we should give to the slides, how we can present the slides. There are some tips on doing this one. For example, you have to the slide should be made of only chunks, phrases, small sentences only. It's strongly not recommended to have paragraphs. It's very weak to appear as if you are reading exactly what is on the slide. Okay, that's a big mistake done by many students. You have to use good graphic or good pictures, and you have to check that this picture or graphic really match with the background in terms of color, clarity, and everything. And they should be representative. They should be in reference to the context, to the meaning. You shouldn't just put them for design, rather than only use them to give meaning, to provide more illustration about whatever your topic or whatever you want to say. Keep your slides simple, in the sense that they shouldn't not be overwhelmed with so many writing or pictures or details. Slides, they should only have phrases and one or two pictures, small pictures, just to show the main intent of it. Try to have one idea for each slide and then move quickly. Avoid reading, and this is the disaster. If you just go on reading from the slides, it shows a very clear indicator that really you don't have confidence, you are not well prepared, and you don't deserve to get A on your presentation. time management. If you are given 5 minutes, then time yourself into 5 minutes. 5 minutes. How to check that you are on time? You have your watch stop in front of you, and you can practice. And the only way to solve all these problems, as I will speak later, it's practicing. You have to keep practicing. And whenever you find the time is very few or limited or less, put more ideas to suit the time. And if you find yourself with a lot of ideas, try to shrink it down, try to keep it focused so that it should stay with the time according to the task. If you are in a conference of 5 minutes, then you have to stay with 5 minutes presentation. In addition, you have to slow down. Don't go. People tend to speak very quickly while presenting, and they are in rush. They are thinking of the final slide. Whenever they reach the final slide, then that's it. They will just slow down, which is wrong. Slow down from the beginning. Speak in a loud, clear voice, and try to give it meaning. Try to slow down. Involve your mind as well. Don't be over anxious about it. Practice, practice, practice 1,000 times. Practice as much as you can before doing any presentation in your work field, at a conference, in your classroom, in front of people, doing a speech, public speech, as much as you can. The only solution for all these skills and the only way out is to practice. Think positively. Don't say, what if I did not do good? What if I make some language errors or pronunciation errors? Don't think of that. Neglect all of this. Think that you are doing it and you are getting A. Do it. And there is a saying, mock it till you do it. Okay? So act as if you are an A presenter and everything will be fine. If you just put in your mind that things will be positive, it will be positive. If you just restrict yourself with negative ideas, you will not get positive outputs. So be positive about it. Think positive about it. Smile, and things will be fine. I wish you all the best. It's really just matter of practice. We have seen actually different tips in the 4 different levels or process or layout or phases of doing a presentation. Before we do it, writing it, while doing the presentation, and managing our slides. It's very important to start effectively, plan well, start very strong, have it very organized, be very smart and positive. It's just matter of practice. The more you practice, the best you'll get. Thank you for your listening. I wish this was convenient. Really, if you have more question about it, you can just write me down some notes and I'll be replying to you very soon. Thank you, and we'll see you in other videos.